In the worst kept secret of the postseason and off-season, I meant off-season, not postseason. Todd Reirden has been promoted. He is now the head coach of the Washington Capitals. Reirden's a guy who has been on the staff for the last 4 years. The last 2 years as an associate coach. Makes perfect sense. It again is an example of a guy working his way up slowly, and it's nice to see a new coach getting a chance. And there'll be continuity as well for the Capitals. So again, while losing Barry Trotz is a loss, and I'm not going to pretend that it isn't a loss because it is. Losing Barry Trotz being a loss, honestly, the team makes out pretty well with this one. They mitigate that loss by bringing in somebody as the coach who'd already been there. The team already knows him. The players already know him, especially Ovi. And so we're really not going to see a very different Capitals team than the one that won the Stanley Cup a few weeks ago. And that's really genuinely the way you want it to go. You don't want to have to tear the team apart. You don't want to watch as everybody runs out the door. And every now and then that'll happen. I think of the 94 Rangers, and I think of the cap issues that Chicago had after that cup. Remember? When Bufflin had to get traded? And cap issues that occurred for them, after their last Stanley Cup too. So it's nice to see that the Washington Capitals, who ironically had cap problems last summer, seem to have, for the most part, resolved them this year. And there's a lot of continuity here, and there's reason to believe that the Capitals could potentially be a better regular season team next year than they even were this year. And they could take a run at repeating as Stanley Cup champs. And word is out as well that they're looking at bringing back Brooks Orpik next year on a cheaper deal. So, really, honestly, the Capitals, other than Philip Grubauer, they at this stage look like they're not going to lose a lot from that team. Yes, Jay Beagle looks like he's on his way out the door, but that's a more replaceable piece. And I don't say that to insult Jay Beagle or necessarily Brooks Orpik if they didn't bring him back, but it's a lot easier to replace those guys than to replace, say, a Backstrom or Kuznetsov or somebody that you have a big name guy that you have to get rid of to make cap space for everybody else, or some big trade demand comes in. So not a lot of drama with Washington, which is weird for Washington in any offseason. And here we are. Reirden's coming back. He's the guy, and we're all set. Yeah. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. It's a promotion that we all kind of saw coming. And for anybody who's wondering, I don't do videos about the assistant coaches that are getting hired because there's just too many. And it's about looking and going, is this worthy of or not worthy of? And in this case, as a head coach, Reirden's worthy of. For assistant coaches, it's more of a during the off season we can look at a bunch of other assistant coaching positions that have opened up and get filled when they get filled and by who, and then we could take a look at coaching staffs in general. But again, this is the off season and there's always something going on. So Reirden, new coach of the Capitals, congratulations to him and to the Capitals for the fact that they clearly are not needing to tear things down after that cup win, and that's good news. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through, you just happen upon this video. I'll talk to you again soon.